Hi guys, how's it going? Stephanie Aune hanging out with you here in Concord, California. It's kind of a gray and gloomy day. Looks like the sun is trying to peek through, and hopefully I'm going to get outside here in a little bit. I've got a new video for you, a new project. This is the ticket booth page. It does have these are really awesome Tim Holtz stars. They still like to get a little stuck in there, but I don't know why they love to do that. It's an unusual shape in there, and they still don't act exactly like I want to, but they act a lot better than what they did before. I didn't like the way that it had originally come out, so I excavated the back of the window a couple times and put things in there and tried to make it work, and tried, and after a couple of hours it came up to be this, which again, those stars are still stacking on each other, and that's very frustrating to me, but you can get them to move off of there, so it's all right. I've just got to let it go at this point. It's 100 times better than what it started out as. So as far as mobility of the shakers, you know, if I'm going to do a shaker window, I want the shaker window to work. Get down off there! There. That's almost better. And they're just little plastic stars in there, the same stars as what I used on this. Also, on that second part, I covered over the paper that I had originally used there. I found the Tim Holtz book plate. I made the little ticket sign out of it. And this is a little piece of wood element, which you'll see in the video. Goodness gracious. It was quite the construction process. But I did it, and I made it, and I love it. I need to make an order onto Amazon. I need to get some stuff pretty badly. Running low on some of my essential ingredients. So we have a new video, which means we have a new prize to add to the prize bag. That gorgeous grocery sack that's sitting back there now is going to have another 17 napkins. So I've been doing, I've been collecting napkins, and you know, the problem with collecting napkins is that if you want a certain pattern, you end up with a stack of 10, if you're lucky. Well, it depends on the cost too. I mean, these things are expensive. It's not cheap to get napkins. And I've looked and looked and looked and looked and looked for napkin packs. I found one that I liked. It was expensive to get maybe 20 different napkins in it. So I'm going to show you these while I'm talking though. So I've been collecting, and I'm going to put together a napkin pack that I'm going to put on my Etsy store, because I think I would have loved to have found a napkin pack. It's excellent. There's some little tropical fishies. Now, not all of these will be in the napkin pack. This one won't be, and this has, because this is from that multiple one that I just don't have that many to do. But this guy will be. Ooh, isn't he awesome? This beautiful watercolor pattern. You know how I like my florals. That will be there. This gorgeous one. Some bluebirds and their little nests. Some pigs. Bacon. You know, I love my birds, my florals. Most of these will be in that napkin pack that I put together. I will post that on Etsy when I get it all done. And I'll post on Facebook so you guys will see. And I'll probably do a run-through video of it. Some shells. This guy, This will not be in the napkin pack, but I'll get a couple more to replace it. These birds are just beautiful, and I used that particular pattern on a page recently, and these little guys. So these 17 napkins are now going into your prize. Whoever wins this, they're going to have so much goodies, so many goodies to play with. I'm a little envious. Big shout out to Susan. Thank you, dear. I'm going to get your package sent off today. You're awesome. You are awesome. I only have 2 travel kits left. So if you are interested in that, go on my Etsy store. Those are one of a kind. They're one and done. I made 7, 8 of them. I'll make another travel kit later, but it won't have the same things in it. So I think that's about it. Okay, your creepy guy was posted today, and I'm gonna get this video edited for you. It might be 2 videos, not positive. There's a little. I'm gonna try to cut it down for you so that you can get the basics of it. Anyway, all right, guys, we'll chat soon. Bye. Hi, guys. All right. We have got some fun and cool ideas happening in the brain. Okay. Tickets. Keep the tickets separate. I will be doing something more with those. Just wait. All right. I kind of like this idea. I like this idea a lot. That one's very cool. If I look at the vintage photos, these guys didn't have any type of umbrellas. This guy, here's your barker standing up here. Here's our creepy dude. I really do love, I mean, look at these little toppers here. So that's going to be cool. It's working well. I'm happy with how things are developing. Here these guys had little umbrellas under there. And look at this main entrance. I don't know if you can see this, but that's going to be after our Curiosities row of Curiosities, and then we're going to go into the main entrance. These are going to be part of the additional images that I put on Patreon. I have left the Getty images. This is a copyright photo. It's an archive photo. You know, if you want to use it in your book, you know, bits of it, that's your prerogative, but this is a copyright photo. It's there for reference, right? And then this guy here, he's up high, ticket office, Sideshow's ticket office. I love that. And he's got the umbrella also. So as I look at all of those vintage photos, I don't think I want to go with the umbrella idea, because if I'm going to do it as a shaker, which I'm going to do as a shaker, we're going to have this part of this window be the shaker. So it's going to be small, the shaker window. Probably about that size. But then, and then we're going to put tickets in there too. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out, but it will work out and it will be cool. And, yeah. You're not pushing the boundaries. It's boring. Push your boundaries. Let's see how much cool stuff we can make in one thing. So I'm going to look at starting to construct this. So I wish I had some coffee stir sticks, but I don't. I don't think I have any of those left. I used them for all my little people. So I would go to Starbucks and go steal some coffee stir sticks. Yes. You know. Get it where you can, right? So I'm going to see if these guys split at all. Where's my... Yeah, that's what I was worried about. See how the wood, it's going to go with the wood grain. Now, oh, where's my other scissors? Where is my stuff? Where are my tools? Seriously, I don't have time to stop. All right. Creepo guy. Put this over here. Oh, where's my cutter? Oh, hold on. Will Swoopy do it? Oh, don't do that. That would be just what I would need, is to slice my hand open. That would be par for the course. Of course, this probably isn't very smart either. Alright, I might have to go steal some coffee stir sticks. I wanted a Starbucks today anyway, right? Hold on. It worked. It's not exact. We don't need it to be exact. How about this? Improvise. Swoopy. Here's. Don't do that. I was worried I just skimmed off the top of my hand, but I didn't, thankfully. Don't always do what I do. I wouldn't suggest that. Ah, yay. Good. All right. We're going to use Fabri-Tac for this. You could use tacky. Fabri-Tac dries faster. You could use E6000. So I'm actually going to want this to be longer than this. By 1.5 inches. Too long. Too wide. A lot of this is going to get covered by paper. But I think I want it too high. I cut off too much. We're just going to go with it. We're just going to construct it because because I'm crazy. We do want to line up the curves there. Yes, I'm crazy. I'm going so gosh darn crazy. Crazy. Actually, that's okay that that's offset like that. That's going to be better, actually. Let's see here. It's going to be better that it is. Let's glue this guy on here. That's not right. I want it like that. Yes, I want it to overlap like that. So I need to pick this piece up to there. Your outer construction is the most important. The inside construction it doesn't have to match up perfectly. Oh, I hope I have enough pieces of mica sheet left. Yep. Hopefully. I think I have enough left. I don't know where it's at, though. Don't glue your fingers together. So by doing that little bit of offset, that worked out perfectly. Make sure your outer edges are lined up. And that the glue sticks. Okay, I want a rounder. It doesn't have to be exact, but it's better if it is. Close-ish. In fact, we're going to exaggerate that a little bit more here. Makes sense to do it that way. I hope I don't need to go up a third. Let's see, are those the same size? Pretty darn close. And truly, it is close enough, I think. Actually, if I went down like that, that guy's closer there. I can trim off that little top part and make it perfect. I think that's exactly what I will do, because that's how I am. It's going to be as good as I can make it. I'm not going to sit here and make this and then make it halfway. Why would you do that? Why would you make art that you could easily fix? You know, look how easy that was to fix and make it right. Why not make it right? No, you don't make it right because you're too lazy to make it right. Sorry. It's just my feeling on it. I know what it takes to make it right. It's not always easy. It's not as hard as what you might think, even. Okay, we got 2 of those. All right. Let's look here. Now we don't want them to flip over. Those are going to be too thick. But the small ones, those are going to work. And I have another box of these. I think the stars will be awesome in there. Yep. But the shaker part, that's only going to be one part of it. It's only one part of it, guys. Okay, I think those have dried enough. Now, we've got a bowing happening with this. So what I want to do, if I can find something here, I want to lift this up here just a little bit so that it dries flat. Oh, here we go. We're just going to put a bend in it. All right, let's look at this guy. Halfway through that blue page, I think is pretty cool. Blue piece. And that's about 1 inch in on both sides, 1.5 inches in. Is it too shallow? Too short? I think that's about right. Cover up half of that black. I think that's perfect. All right. Look at how great that looks right through there. Don't do that. It's dropping. Okay, we don't want this glue everywhere. So I'm trying to put it on the back of the stick instead of on the piece here itself. We've got approximately the right height here. We're going to mush it down. And then I am going to go and grab out that stick that I just threw away, and I'm going to clean off the edges. You know what I should have done first? Dang it. I'm going to run my stays on around this edge. Where's this? Oh. Ooh, that hurts. My hips from sitting in my chair so much. Clean out the glue. No need for mess. This glue will leave a ridge, so we don't want that. If it doesn't have to be there, don't let it be there. It's your universe. You control how clean it is. You control the quality. I'm going to scoot it back here just a little bit. Just kind of cover that up. Then we're going to go through here. This will not be nearly as noticeable down here actually at the bottom. It's not even going to be seen on the inside. The outside you'll be seen. The inside you won't be. So, see, this really has a lot of E6000 type of properties. Oh, that should have gone down here. that I think about it. But I don't really plan on this being seen, so we'll be okay. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger still, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, come on back. You're all right. Are you guys in good? Okay. Where's my other piece? Quarter? And I just chose a random number, guys. It's not like I'm really pre-thinking this much. Now, this also has to come down. So that's right at a 1/2 inch without that piece of paper there. And that's right at 1/2 inch. Perfect. Okay, let's check here. Back it up. Double check again. Why? Well, because I don't want it on the crooked. Sillies. Why would I want it on there crooked? There's no need to halfway do any of this. All right. I wish I had some, hold on. Ah, here's my other box of stars. Where is... What do you think the chances are that I can get that out of there? I'm going bigger rather than smaller right at this second. I'm working on it. This was a piece I had worked on that I didn't end up liking how it had turned out. I wonder if Swoopy will cut it. Hold on. These things will cut everything. I think these are, I don't know, there's some sort of heavy-duty cutter. I'm going bigger first. That's cool, right? I didn't know I was going to do that. Let you know. I kind of want like this little total jagged edge in there. Okay. We're going to paint that guy too. Ooh, hold on. I love that red that's right there. That was done with foil. It's a little bit more beat up on this side. We'll have to see here. Okay. This is just a foam piece that I've had sitting around forever, but probably done out of a Cuttlebug or something like that. Very kind of Art Deco feel, which we know is my favorite. I'm very inspired by Art Deco, actually. We're going to go a little bigger than smaller first. Since our stars are larger size, this will be plenty fine. Let's just make it even here. Let me see here. Yeah, it's still got a little uneven. Why is that? Oh, well, because the sizes of this to that are different. Let's see, it's got, yeah. This is narrower. That's what happened. All right, well, we're okay. We'll just build each one separately. No worries. Wait till you see the tickets. Come on, darling. Come on. Okay. Don't get glue everywhere, please. All right, we're going to take it up as high as we can go there. Let's go here. Ooh, big gold glob. Let's kind of clean this up here a little. Here. And just make it match up a little bit. All right. So since we're using larger elements, it's nice because then I don't have to be so absolutely precise with the measurements. You know, something's not going to come out of the bottom. Come on, babe. Come on. I don't think I'm going to need to actually label the ticket booth. In truth, everybody's going to know that it's a ticket booth. So while it would be cool to have the sign on it, I think that little decorative element, the little foam element, would be better than having, you know, ticket office written on it. It's going to be pretty obvious what it is with the second part of this little tiny page. You know, think outside the box, guys. Push your imagination. think about, you know, what can I do to make this unique? What can I do to make this amazing? Always think. I do wish this came down a little further. I can easily change that right now if I want to. It's going to be a little harder to change that, because those corners are going to be, I'll notice them. I don't know if anybody else will notice them. Maybe let's accentuate it. Okay, that works. Just accentuate it and make it like it's on a stand. Yeah, let's give it a base. It's all about the base, about the base, about the base. And I have a very specific reason for extending it. All right, and let's work on our perspective here on this guy a little bit. Yeah, make your angles go inward. Here. There. Come on, hands, work. These things are kind of hard to hold on to. Okay, come on now. Line it up, even though it's not exactly lined up here. We are making it, you know, this is the underneath construction. It's okay. This is going to be, this bottom part will be totally covered by paper. These wooden sticks will not be, so we're going to have to address those. These little bottom guys, but maybe they will be. I don't know. Probably make them look like, maybe I'll put a piece of the cedar piece over that. That would probably look cool. That would look great, actually. All right, let's clean up this inside right here. Okay, I'm sitting here visualizing. I'm visualizing how I want this next part to work. What steps I need to add on first. Now, doing this is going to really affect the closability. So do I want to consider cutting it down just like that, which I think that would be better design-wise. So let's try to take 2 circles off and see what happens. Looks like we've got half of that there. It just kind of comes off like that. That came off totally there. So let's do that. There we go. And a little bit of this right. Do I want to take one more off? I think that answer is yes. That's it. Okay, we don't want to take any more off. That takes us from corner to corner. Now, it would have been cool if that would have been straight across. And then we could have the ticket sign on there. Oh! This one's covered. It's okay. It's okay. We'll paint all of it. Let's get out our Sharpies. Paint pens. Yeah, this is an enamel paint, actually. It's not Sharpie. What is this? Enamel paint marker. This is not the time to scrimp on quality. Massive build here. I didn't realize it was going to be this massive, of course. I never do. Of course, the 6-part flip and flap, I knew that was going to be. I knew that one was going to be big. And you just push down on it and you get more paint out. See how that tip. This is very permanent marker paint. All right, beautiful. Let's go through and do this for any place. I don't know if this is necessary, but I would rather do this step now instead of go, oh, I wish I would have done that. And there's nothing that makes me angrier than when I go back. It's like, you know, if I would have taken just that extra little half a second, I could have done this, and I didn't do it. That makes me angry. We really don't want to get our try not to get it too much on your under papers. They will be seen. I don't know if any of this will be seen. It's hard. I don't know yet what's going to work best, so I can't tell you. I'll get there when I get there. I really love how this effect is happening here. I might, maybe, accentuate that. That would be now, wouldn't it? How do I make sure that the spray glue only goes where I want it to? I can't make sure that that happens. Okay, let's see if I can find my sheets. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay. I sadly could not find the mica sheet. I thought I had 2 pieces left. It's possible that I used it. What I did do, though, is I found this little piece here. This was actually the grid wire that I used on my earrings. I got this in a roll, a fairly large roll at Home Depot. And this is just a scrap paper I had left over. I kind of like this bar aspect here, you know, and then with the little spot for the money changer, I think is cool. And then, you know, but it actually does kind of add to the seediness of the situation, having that bar on there. I think that's a very cool element. my fingers there. Something like that. I think that would look cool. Another option is, I look here, I'm just trying to measure up. I'm not sure what this stuff is. I got it at Tuesday morning. I have no idea what it is. It's from Seven Gypsies. Wrap around edge or corner, add glue for additional adhesive needs. So I believe these are, so I'm going to cut out, very intricate, beautiful sticker. I'm glad I snapped these up. I don't know if this is what I'm going to use or not, but I'm experimenting. I'm just going to look at my options since my first choice is gone. Even if I use the grid, I will have to use the piece of acetate. That's beautiful. It really is very, very beautiful. Let's go from fleur-de-lis to fleur-de-lis to point to point. Point. So actually we're going to just take it up to there. I don't know if we'll be able to make it wrap around or not. Probably if we peel back the sticker, it might. Now, that's very cool. It's a cool element. Let's see what it looks like with our piece here. I personally think that that's too much. It's going to cover up our stars too much. So even though it's super cool, I can save that for later. It's not going to be used on this one. Okay, next. Now, I thought about painting my stars again, but I think that in order for them to show up the best, they kind of need to stay this brighter color. And we don't want it to flip in there. We want to make sure that well, actually that side's okay too. I like that side just fine. I kind of like it almost better. Can the big ones fit? I don't think so. They're too tall. Now, seriously, I'm looking at this. Do I want to paint these guys? It's got a bunch of glick in there. It would just take a heartbeat. It's not the time. It's the wanting it to be seen the most. Still glick in there. Ah! Oh, my stars! Some gold. Some green. Let's go with pink. And that one's empty. But not totally empty. Don't need a ton of paint in here. Well, this will make it kind of brown. But brown equals vintage. And this actually, this color is kind of, this honeycomb is more of a brown gold instead of a true gold. The sunshine yellow, that might be the jacquard color. I thought that, I don't know who has the sunshine yellow. Come on there, little buddies. Get in here, you unruly little jerks. Now remember, I could color my acetate window the exact same way. Yes, I could. Perfect color. It's kind of coppery. You know, we don't want it to be all totally covered. In fact, we are going to wipe off a little bit more of that before putting it in. I should probably put the glue down. Come on. And the paper down on this other part first. Come on, babe. And then I forgot on that one. Okay, we don't want to put that guy on yet. Woof, the technical build today. Just want to make sure this isn't seen. Next. Are we ready for the acetate piece? All right, this stuff is super annoying to work with, but it does do the job. I started using this year when I started working on journals. Some kind of more crafty projects, which, you know, I don't really do crafty things, but I was, you know, making some paper stuff to sell at my shows, so I used a bunch of this stuff. I hate to put it down, and then also get it really stuck down there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to not overlap those, but okay, that took a bit. Here's my clean sheet of acetate. Hopefully. Clean sheet of acetate. Going down. Alright, let's fix up this bit of tape overdone here. That's cool. Kind of peeling up that little bit of tape side. That's okay. Just getting a little extra you know, I put bigger components in here and heavier components. So, you know, they're going to get stuck in there a little bit. I would need to choose right now if I wanted to pull those out. And since I keep getting caught over there, it's tempting to do some amending. Now, since this is acetate, I wonder if I can pull this back up without pulling off all the tape. Do I need to worry about it? Well, where did that piece of glick come from under inside? Oh, ew. I don't want to redo it all over. Really? Not acceptable. All right, I'll come back.